What is up everyone, welcome back to another TotalSport video. I'm back, sat down, I've found my new setup and we're ready to go for another video. Today we're doing something slightly different in partnership with the CFC Social run by a good man, Mr. Rob Prattley. He's an editor there. I got in contact with him and I said, look, you've seen the stuff we've done with FTF. Let's try and do something slightly different with you guys, and we're going to be today profiling Millie Bright. Before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more with the CFC Social and other club sites to profile their best men's and women's players and tell some of the greatest stories in their club's history. Anyway, let's get into the video. If you don't know much about Chelsea Women's Football Club and women's football in general, you'll be asking, who is Millie Bright? What position does she play? How does she fit in the Chelsea side? She was born in Kilmarsh and spent her early days as a footballer playing for Doncaster and now the defunct Leeds United. Millie as a youngster was sometimes used as a striker, but her preferred position was central defender. Her performances with the Doncaster Belles in the second tier of the Women's Super League were more than enough to convince Chelsea manager Emma Hayes. Paul Green, who's currently Chelsea's assistant manager, managed Bright at Doncaster and played a key role in convincing her to join Chelsea. This is in 2014, and in the December of that year, Bright would join ahead of the 2015 WSL season. In her first campaign, Bright helped the club finish first in the Women's Super League with 10 wins, 2 draws and only 2 losses, which was a record at the time, and qualified for the UEFA Champions League in 2016-17. She made 14 appearances, totaling 906 minutes in that season, showcasing her integral role to the side. She also played an integral role in winning the Women's FA Cup, meaning that Chelsea took home a double. In her sacking campaign, she went from strength to strength. She started more matches than any other player and excelled in a number of different roles. She sometimes played in midfield, or at fullback, or in her preferred role as centre-back. But her form never faltered, and this was recognised by her other players as she was voted Player of the Year by her peers, as well as the Young Player of the Year, being only 23 during this campaign. The Chelsea Women's Fans faithful absolutely adore Bright. She even has her own chant which the Chelsea Women's fans sing. Always look on the bright side of life comes out home and away from their supporters. It's a super catchy chant and you could be singing it for days on end. Always look on the bright side of life. See? Sign me up, record dealers. You don't get this anywhere else. And recently, this season, she scored in the Community Shield against Manchester City. An absolute screamer. And this season especially, she's been absolutely incredible, completing more successful passes than any other player in the division. But it's not just Chelsea that Bright has excelled for. She represented England at a number of youth levels, including the under-23 squad until 2016, where she was given her debut. In February 2019, she was pulled out of the She Believes Cup squad, but in the same year played in the World Cup, where England finished 4th. She played 2 of the 3 group matches, as well as in the last 16, quarter-final and semi-final. However, it wouldn't be her brightest moment, having been sent off in a 2-1 semi-final loss to the United States. So she's not just a great footballer for both club and country, she's got a really great personal story. She's got a great relationship with her grandfather Arthur, who she says is one of the 2 men, the other being John Terry, to help mould her career to the player that she is today. Millie said that her granddad always told her that if you are going for the ball, go for it 100%. Never go in half-hearted. Her whole family follows her wherever she goes though, not just her granddad. And they were at every game for the World Cup in 2019. So there we go. I hope you found out a little bit more about Millie Bright and her career so far and what makes her tick as a person. There'll be a link in the description to the Chelsea Social article where we've scripted this from. Thank you very much for watching and we'll see you next time.